chakras. Let's hear from Rena what she has to say about her experience about chakras before we move to Yara, our next guest. So let's welcome Rena. Rena is a yoga expert and a yoga teacher. She has been practicing different kinds of yoga and is in Israel presently, helping people to heal them from the traumas as well as empowering so many of them at this tough time. So global namaste to you, Rena.
Global namaste. Thank you again to Dr. Amrita, Neil Kumar, and the whole Healing Our Earth family for inviting me to be here to speak, to teach. I was planning to teach. Should I teach? Should I speak a little bit?
Yeah, just speak a little bit. And what are you going to tell us about yoga? What you're going to show us about yoga, and what is your perspective of yoga? Over to you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to think how I can connect my answer to what the conversation before about the chakras. What I can say is that yoga is one of the best gifts I've ever given myself, ever received. And one of the things I love about it is that it connects all of our bodies. It works with the emotional body, the mental body, the spiritual body, the physical body, and all of our other bodies. So if you're just practicing, yoga has been able to help me with physical ailments that I've had. Yoga has helped me with emotional challenges that I've had. Yoga has helped me with mental challenges that I face, and I've been able to keep in my mind a few like go-to chakras for go-to poses for each chakra, so that if I know something is coming up for me, say around feeling safe, then I know, okay, I have a couple poses that I can work on that are going to get on my lower chakras. Or I have a physical ailment that's around my neck, so I have a few go-to poses that I know will help me with my throat chakra if that's what I need to work on. And
Yeah,
it's
perfect.
to be able to teach these things. And I can share also, mention Dr. Amrita, that I'm in Israel and I've been teaching yoga classes to people who are struggling in relation to the war that's going on here. And the feedback that I'm getting, a lot of them are children whose parents are serving in the reserves right now. And a lot of these children, the feedback I get from the children, which they're not always able to articulate it so well, but they say thank you when I see it on their bodies. But the feedback I get from the parents, that they actually use what they're learning in my classes without anyone prompting them, and that it really does help them to work through some of the really painful situations that they're having to go through. And it helps them to breathe deeper, to recenter themselves, to prevent themselves from getting to a breakdown, to prevent themselves from getting to a tantrum. In today's classes specifically that I taught, we did a lot of work around grounding, and I was working with the children on feeling the soles of their feet, which are connected to the root chakra. And we did, the main event was a yoga obstacle course where I took all the various yoga props and set them up in an obstacle course. And then between each prop, there was a yoga pose that they did. And I told the children from the beginning, this obstacle course is all about your feet. And then I would prompt them throughout the obstacle course. How do your feet feel here? Well, first I did an example. I walked through and I vocalized, here my feet feel cold, here my feet it feels soft on my feet. And then when they were going through it themselves, I prompted them and asked them. And it was actually really cool. After the lesson, one of the girls walked outside and was walking barefoot in the rocks. So I was able to ask her in front of her mom, how do your feet feel when you're walking on the rocks? And she said, they feel good. So I guess it worked. If she left the class and she still wanted to pay attention to her feet. So
I think that's such a beautiful thing to be able to do, Rena, is to be able to feel the proprioception working through the body and the mind, to be able to feel that alignment, and just a really simple, fun, creative exercise like that can help the students, that can help the youngsters to be able to find that connection between their mind, their body, and their soul is such a beautiful exercise to do as well. So really well done there.
Thank you.
So, Rena, you are doing a wonderful job in Israel. You are a regular contributor at Healing Our Earth. We are very proud of you. And then stay around